Hi, can you tell me what your name is?
Felipe Matos.
Hi, Felipe, and are you associated with any organization or event?
I'm sorry?
Are you associated with any organization or event?
Yeah, actually we are part of the people who walk from Miami to Washington, D.C.
Wow, what do they call that?
The Trail of Dreams.
Wow. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, basically we thought of, Juan went to a conference and one of the walkers, and in that conference they talked about different tactics that could be used, and just like to show the world, that we're not criminals, that we're just human beings, and regain our dignity as humans. And one of the ideas was sort of like rebuilding an underground railroad where people go from south to Washington, D.C., going up north, going city by city and being helped by the community. And that's basically what we did. We'll go city by city, and if it wasn't for the community, we wouldn't have made it all the way because we didn't have any money. So it was totally grassroots.
I heard near Washington that somebody broke into the van or the RV.
Oh yeah, someone broke into our van. Oh, but there are other things, like they try. I mean, the KKK. We had a KKK rally, and we kind of protest that. It was crazy. So there were lots of little things that happened along the way. But most importantly, I think it was the beauty to see so many people coming together and helping us out. People who are struggling, and then it made me realize that this is more than just a struggle for a bill. It's a struggle for human rights. It's a struggle for dignity, and regaining our dignity by loving one another. So it's sort of like, I think the most radical thing is that we've used the weapon of love, and the weapon of love had delivered us, from lots of hatred along the way.
Wow, that's a strong message. So what you're saying is that instead of resenting and hating the people that maybe are against you, that you love them?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Now, where did you find that within yourself?
It's just looking at the core of each person. It doesn't matter what you think or what you do to me, you're still a human being. And if I want to be treated as a human being, I have the responsibility to treat you as such too. And the only way that you can be delivered from that is by delivering love.
Well, that's a very strong message. So do you think you're going to be successful in your quest to be able to go to school well, let's start with that question.
Well, all of us are going to school.
You're?
Yeah, which is great. We're 4 out of the only 5% that actually get to go to school. Most undocumented youth will never be able to go to school.
Now, why is that?
Because undocumented youth have to go through different struggles. They can't get financial aid. Many times they're not accepted to certain colleges, and it varies from state to state. But particularly in Florida, we have to pay 4 times as much as everybody else because we have to pay the out-of-state fees.
Wow.
So, but somehow, some way, we persevered and we were able to fulfill that. And even though we're in school, people will ask us, "Oh, aren't you in school? Aren't you advocating for people to go to school?" And then our answer was, "Well, our peers are not in school. And we can't rest until everybody can fulfill their dreams."
Wow, that's tragic. What country are you from?
Originally from Brazil.
From Brazil. You have family back in Brazil?
Yeah.
Is your mom there, or who do you have back there?
Well, I have my mother who lives in Brazil. Basically, my immigration story, I guess it's a little different because my mother got sick and she couldn't keep on working, and at that point she decided to send me over to the United States to live with some family members who were living in the U.S. And I grew up here.
Wow. Well, that's an awesome story, and I wish you luck, my friend.
Un-dia-sin-fronteras.
Con el abogado Tim-Paynter. Lunes a las 12 del mediodía, Un Día Sin Fronteras, aquí en la 1150 AM.
Me traicionaron, pero sigo luchando porque soy mexicano.